Hi, Cindy here, and I have an angel message for you. This is message 155. And this one is a big one. Not only is it big because it's long, it's 5 cards long, which is, I think, one of the longest, if not the longest one I've had. But it's also big in a lot of other ways, and there's a lot here. So before we get started, I do want to just sort of explain what my angels mean when they talk about karma, because they mention karma in here. And when my angels talk about karma, they are never talking about like a punishment and reward. Like somebody did something bad and so they're being punished for that. That is never what they mean when they're talking about karma. When they talk about karma, all they mean is that your karma is the things that you've signed up to experience in this lifetime. And they can also be carried forward from past lives. So if you didn't complete and heal an experience from a past life, it will come up again in this lifetime so that you can have the opportunity to heal it. And that's why things are really intense right now, is because there's so much coming up to be healed. And this message is going to get into a lot of that. Okay. Love energy is a magical energy, and this is all by design. Energy that is not based in love is much less intense. This is also by design. There is a lot of darkness being brought up to the surface now on Earth. However, if you investigate this darkness, you see that it is all shadows and mirrors. There is not a lot of substance to this darkness. That is not to say that your experiences are not intense. Your experiences with darkness are indeed intense. However, the darkness is an illusion. The light and love on Earth right now is way more powerful than any darkness. Darkness is not a physical thing. Darkness is the lack of light. Light is a physical thing. Darkness happens when light is being shut out of your life. This is an individually controlled experience. Each person controls their own levels of love and light in their lives. There is no outside source taking control of the love and light in your life. There is no agenda to control you. The only agenda is your karma. And you are experiencing what you signed up to experience. This karma sometimes involves a feeling of being controlled. This will play out in any number of ways. And right now on Earth, this karma of feeling controlled by others is playing out around the world in many different scenarios. This karma of fear around being controlled by others is being released in astronomical proportions on Earth right now. However, this is about to intensify. This karma around fear of being controlled by others is about to cause a fear wave around the world more intense than you experienced in these last few years. This fear and chaos will be brought up by another worldwide event. This event is happening to help release this fear that people have been storing in their bodies for many lifetimes. This will cause a tremendous wave of fear to ripple throughout the world, and there is nothing that will stop this from happening. The only thing that anyone can do is to focus on the light and love and send light and love around the world to anyone in fear. This fear needs to be released. As this fear is released, it makes room for people to allow in light and love. When people release fear and bring love and light into their bodies, they are able to experience a healing within their bodies. So releasing this fear is necessary to get to the healing stage. This fear has been stored away in people for many, many, many lifetimes. And it is deep, and it involves life-threatening levels of fear. Meaning that these fear levels are on par with fearing for your life's safety. This is the level of fear that will be released in this upcoming worldwide event. This fear will be released in a wave of chaos around the world. This will only last a few months, and then it will dissipate quickly. If you are not experiencing fear during this event, you are called upon to share your love and light with the world. Simply hold an intention to radiate love and light from your being out to everyone in the world who is experiencing fear. People will be out of their minds with fear, and this will be hard to witness. This will be an event like no other on earth. You have the power to help this situation. You have the power to ease the fear levels this situation creates around the world. This fear needs to be released. Without this release, there is no healing of the people on earth. And with no healing of the people on earth, there is no healing of earth herself. This is a storm you must walk through. This is a storm that will bring a tremendous amount of love energy to earth. This is a storm of darkness and fear. Remember that darkness and fear are not physical. Only light is physical. There is a wave of love and light that will come to earth after this fear is released. This wave of love and light is going to change the world forever. This wave of love and light is going to bring about the age of Aquarius. That's a big one, eh? Wow. Okay. I have a lot to say. There's somebody on a snow machine out there that has a lot to say too. yeah, so I do have a lot to say. So this video is more than likely going to be too long for TikTok. And so if you want to watch the whole thing, go over to YouTube. The link is in my bio on TikTok. And if not, just search for Lady of the Forest 444 on YouTube. And I'm feeling a shift away from TikTok. At this point, I'm not exactly sure what that means. If it means I won't be posting on TikTok, I don't know. For now, I'm just watching it and feeling it. But I'm definitely feeling a shift away from TikTok. Okay. So, discernment. This is one of those big messages. And just recently, my angels told me that we all know, we're all familiar with discernment, but they said that when you see or hear new information, you bring it into your heart and you feel for the love energy, the underlying current of love energy within it. And it doesn't mean if a message is full of love energy, it doesn't mean that it's always daisies and fields of flowers. It can be a message that's hard to hear. But you will feel that underlying current of love energy. So I encourage all of you to always bring things into your own heart space and feel for that. Feel for the truth for you. Okay. So now I have a few things underlined because I wanted to go back and talk about a few things. So I need to put these in order. Okay. So, yes. So they talked about this is an individually controlled experience. Yeah. I know that a lot of people are feeling this agenda of that there is a group that is out to control us. And that experience is very real for the people that are experiencing that. But what this is telling us is that your experience of anything is solely controlled by you and your karma. Now, if you have karma around this, around feeling controlled, then there's no way out of that. You're going to feel that karma because that's what we're doing right now. We are clearing for once and for all of this karma and healing it finally and for good. So if this is your karma, there's no way around that. But just sort of keep in mind that you are the one who has control of your experiences. Your soul and you, your higher self, your angels, you're planning all of this. And it's all about you and your experiences. Okay. So I find great comfort in that because while it puts all the responsibility for my experiences on me, when I experience a traumatic interaction, I have to take responsibility for that. I planned this. I signed up for this. So that is a huge responsibility to take on. But at the same time, it is incredibly freeing because I know that I'm in control of this experience. And everything is happening for a reason. And yeah, this is my experience. Okay. So, the only agenda is your karma. I loved that line. The only agenda is your karma. And if this is your karma, you will experience it. And I've been through a few really nasty fear, oh my God, to the core fear experiences with karma in the last few years. And they are indeed intense. So my heart goes out to everyone that's going to experience this, who is experiencing this and who will be experiencing this in this upcoming event, because it will be intense like you've never experienced before. And so those of us that are not in the fear of this, please send that love and light to everyone who is clearing their karma through this, because we are all doing fantastic work. And the people that are going to be in this deep are releasing such amazing amounts of fear that it's going to literally change the world. So let's support that, because my angels have given me a message that relates to this, how we can, by sending out love and light and focusing on the love and light and just surrounding people in that energy, we can reduce the fear levels from here to here. They will feel fear because they have to. This is their karma. This is how they have to release this. This is in them. They've been storing it in their bodies forever. Not forever, but you know what I mean. Many, many, many lifetimes. So it has to come up. But they can experience it up here or they can experience it down here. And that's the difference that we can make by sending love and light. Okay. Yeah, so if you're not experiencing it, send love and light. I just talked about that. Okay. And I just also want to add, they talk about darkness not being physical. And I get that. I've studied science. I was a science teacher in high school before I did this. And so I understand that light is physical. There are photons of light. It is a physical particle that we can see. There is no darkness particle. It doesn't exist. Darkness is the absence of light. And so they talk about this fear of being controlled by others and how it's going to tap into this literal, my life is in danger fear. And they're saying that this is not real, that it's shadows and mirrors, that darkness isn't real. That is not to say that there are people on earth whose lives literally are in danger. I understand that completely. Please do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. It's so complicated and hard to explain this energy in Earth's energy, but I think they're also sort of taking this from the step back, right? That even when we do lose our lives here on Earth, it's not the end. We're still us, and we will come back. So there's that. And there is a tremendous amount of people that will be experiencing this life-threatening fear. And it's not going to turn out to be life-threatening. You know what I mean? Aside from the people who really are in life-threatening situations. So I just wanted to sort of talk about that a little bit, because I know, yes, a lot of people are literally in life-threatening situations. Okay, and lastly, I forgot to explain. So I have another channel called Out of This World on YouTube, and I get messages with my friend Colleen, and we talk about the messages. And so I've been talking to different light beings, and they've been giving me information about the history of the world. They've been giving me information about the universe outside of Earth's universe, about all that is, like all kinds of really cool information. And they recently gave me a message that is in the video called Earth's History, episode 2. So I'm going to link that below on YouTube, and it'll be on my LinkTree in TikTok if you're interested to check that out. Because in this message, they didn't say what this fear event was going to be. But in Earth's History 2, on my other channel, they did tell us that this is going to be an alien experience, a fearful alien experience. Now, here in my angel messages, they have talked about a first contact experience where we're going to be in contact with beings of light in childlike form who are bringing us information and love and helping us to enter this age of Aquarius and give us information to boost us along that way. That is super cool. That is not what this message is talking about. And that is not what the Earth's History 2, episode 2 message is talking about. They're talking about a fear-filled alien experience. And they talk about the difference between Earth's universe and the all that is universe. So in Earth's universe, there are positive and negative alien experiences. And we are about to have a fear-filled alien experience that is going to set off this chaotic wave of fear. So I think of it kind of like what we experienced in 2020, where some people were in horrendous fear and others were literally not affected at all. This is going to be similar, except that take all the years of 2020 and a few years after that and compress that into like 2 months. That is the intensity. But it's going to be over quickly, which I'm super grateful for. But it's going to be hard to watch, like they said, because people will be out of their minds with fear. My goodness. So if you are not one of those people, then you are called upon to send your love and light to those people in fear so that they can come down a notch in what they're experiencing and still release everything that's in their bodies that will set off this wave of love and light coming to Earth and kickstarting the age of Aquarius. We've just got to get through this first. Okay. I think that's everything that I had to say. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a fantastic day.